as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. These guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in Week 2. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Sticking to the pass. Here's McCarthy. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw their partner was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. The quarterback with arms.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. That going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 60 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And the Viking first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
And less than a yard.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Well, the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 26 yards. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Deion Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
No tackle suction means your players just run right past guys as you try to make the tackle.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Jones hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll throw with Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Penix able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Falcons.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go now. 18 cards, go.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Looking to throw Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by hurt. Rocco switch.
Back to the ground with Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To the air, Penix. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Here's Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Loose inside the 30. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
They'll run here without Jr. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Down to about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And looking to throw, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 14. First down and 9.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Bucs in an NFC South matchup. And this is Emeka Ibuka. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Buccaneers able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green? The Jets, they're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is Justin Fields on target to Garrett Wilson. A 17-yard touchdown pass. This one's gone to the half. We're all tied up at 7 apiece. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's the man, Saquon Barkley. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Eagles with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Let's go now. 18, Cardinal, 18, come check. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
19 tight, 19, 3, wrap ball leading. 19 right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're caught by London. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6. 6 to go.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
It's a gain of
They
10.
picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look. Finish this off with 6.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Coup now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. McCarthy off the play fake. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pass complete to Addison. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Addison will go in motion left. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and goal at the 1 yard
Well, they're hoping
line.
that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Falcons now. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake. Now Penix rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Here's a screen for Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again is Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. There's Mooney with another catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And out now come the Vikings. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Now Penix. Window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here.
I need to cut Bergeron. He's terrible.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And inside give to Jones. And this rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best run.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Algier now up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
To the air. Penix. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders
Roll on a green throw after he cuts.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Vikings.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 1. 1:51 on the clock. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On the draw, Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Inside a minute to go. Here's second and 10 now. And looking to throw, Penix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Penix.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now first and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Algier not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Atlanta,